You started setting boundaries and finally standing in your power and believing in yourself and gassing yourself up and finally loving yourself again. And now you're seeing people for who they really are. The people that are walking out of your life at this time, running out of your life at this time, disappearing into thin air, that is not a loss, that's liberation. When you draw a line in the sand, it forces people to show you where they stand. You see, it's easy for people to smile in your face when you're giving, overextending, and bending over backwards to make them comfortable. But the minute you say, nah, I'm not going to do that anymore, or I need to prioritize myself, that's when the switch up happens. And that's where you see the truth. And the reality is some people were only in your life because they had unlimited access to you. The moment you put up a boundary, they feel cut off. And instead of respecting you, they start revealing their ego. They start revealing their entitlement and their inability to celebrate when you choose yourself. That's not a friend. That's not a reflection of you either. That's a reflection of them. Boundaries don't just protect you, they expose. And this is what happened in this season of your life. They expose the people who were never really for you. So pay attention to how someone reacts when you stop giving them what they're used to. If their support and love come with conditions, or they start throwing shade when you say no, you got your answer right there. The hit dog done hollered. You don't need to explain yourself. You don't owe anyone an apology for doing what's necessary for your peace. You're not losing people. They're losing access to you. There's a big difference. You're not cutting people off to be spiteful or petty. You're cutting people off because their energy no longer aligns with where you're going. Period. And not everyone can go with you to the next level. And that's okay. But growth means leaving some people behind. And I need you to be okay with that. Stop focusing on what they're saying behind your back, because you know what really happened. And don't let this process make you bitter, because boundaries are not walls, they're gates. They're a way of letting the right energy in and keeping the wrong energy out. For somebody, I just heard you feel like people don't understand you. And there's this perception of you that you're always shutting down or shutting people out or cutting people off. You're not shutting people out. You're saying yes to yourself, yes to your healing, yes to your peace, yes to your growth, yes to your inheritance. And you're inviting healthier dynamics into your life. And yeah, it can hurt when people don't rise to meet you where you are, especially when you've lowered yourself to make them comfortable all this time. But Spirit is saying, don't lower yourself to make them comfortable anymore. No more. You don't got to argue with anyone about your boundaries. You don't have to write long essays or give detailed explanations. A boundary doesn't require their understanding in order for it to be valid. They don't have to put their signature of approval on it. All you need to do is decide what works for you and stick to it. The right people will adjust, and the wrong people will remove themselves, and that's their choice. I need you to stop feeling guilty about choosing yourself. That guilt is programming you. You've been taught that putting yourself first is selfish. It's not. Prioritizing your peace, your energy, and your well-being is self-preservation, okay? And the only people who will have a problem with your boundaries are the ones who benefited from you not having any. And some of y'all have been too nice, too accommodating for too long. You've been letting these people take advantage of your kindness because you didn't want to rock the boat. And what's that gotten you? Drained, stressed, resentful. And it's time to let go of that. Because you're not here to make yourself smaller to keep other people comfortable. And that's what you've been doing. It's okay. This isn't about being cold or shutting people out. This is about you standing in your truth. It's about saying, this is what I need to feel safe, to feel respected, to feel whole. And if someone can't meet you there, they're telling you all you need to know. You are stepping into a new season of your life, and that requires new standards. It's not personal, it's necessary. Say that. It's not personal, it's necessary. Boundaries are how we honor ourselves, how we protect our energy, and how we make sure that the relationships in our life are built on mutual respect and reciprocity. So pay attention. Watch how people act when you start saying no. Watch how they react when you stop bending to their expectations, and then move accordingly. You deserve relationships that feel like home, not battlegrounds. All right, you guys, so that was the channel message. Let me know in the comments how it resonates, and I'll talk to y'all real soon. Ashe.